Hey y'all, check this out. Somebody put together a chronological order of video games that came out within the last 10 generations here. So you got Magnavox Odyssey coming in back in the 70s. The gaming console, I believe, was around like $100 at the time, which translates to much, much more these days on how much it would cost. But as you carry on, you'll see that there was another part. Atari 2600 was one of the first games I got. I also had Atari 7800. That was a really awesome system. Also had the SNES. I love playing Super Mario Brothers. PS3, PS4, PS5. My brother had a lot of those. Y'all let me know what y'all had in the comment section. What was y'all first video game? Because I thought that was pretty cool that somebody put this together. Now, just to give you some fun facts, again, Magnavox Odyssey came out 72 for $99. That would be equivalent to about $750 in 2024. The Atari 2600, which is the game system I had, was like $199. So that would have been like $990 in 2024. Can you imagine all the parents getting money and the kids were like, oh, I want this game system. Next thing you know, you're dropping like $199. Dude, do you know that a lot of mortgages back then were around like $500 or $600? So you're sitting up there paying close to $200 for a video game just because your kid liked it. Round of applause to the parents that actually bought the game system and some games to make their kids happy back in the day. Wow. Let's check this out. Sega Genesis comes in $89 and $189. So people are spending $189 just for Sega. Sometimes these things came with a game, sometimes they didn't. 9 times out of 10, when you got the system, the parents got you a few games with it. So they're dropping like $300 or $400 on these things, man. Back in 96, Nintendo 64, $199. PlayStation 2, oh wow. Remember PlayStation 2 came out with Virtual Fighter, you were playing Tekken, you were playing all kind of sweet games on there, and the actual bit rate was a lot higher when PlayStation 2 came out. I believe that. Like I said, Resident Evil came out on that thing. I knew a lot of people that were going crazy, loving that game. Xbox came out 2005. People were dropping $300, $400, $500 on this thing. The Wii came out, $250. Plus, add all the games up, you're dropping way more than that. Look, video games are big business, man. So if you guys invent your own video game, kudos to you. Probably gonna have a lot of money coming in if that thing blows up. Video games are still rolling out right now. They've got word about PlayStation 6, but right now everybody's on 5, dropping about 50, 60 bucks a game, maybe even more than that, depending on what the game is. And how cool is that? Look at that. Typical games are around $50 at the time. And guess what? I used to go to FuncoLand. Remember FuncoLand? FuncoLand was before GameStop. And it's pretty much the same thing as GameStop. And when I say it's the same thing, see, FuncoLand was a video game retailer that was acquired by Barnes & Noble in 2000. Barnes & Noble then merged with FuncoLand with their existing retailer Babbage to form GameStop. Fun facts, right? This merger was finalized in December 2000. And then the new company, GameStop, came to life. It was a public offering in 2002. So 23 years ago, GameStop became that deal. And then most recently, in the last few years, you saw a lot of people investing in the GameStop, and they made some crazy money. So GameStop's doing pretty good. Now check this out. FuncoLand was a popular video game retailer, especially known for its focus on the used games. So everybody else selling new games, they came in with the used games. People were going in there making a killing, getting a pile of used games and enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody could afford $50 games. So again, in 2000, Barnes & Noble acquired FuncoLand. And the rest is history, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What was your first game system and where did you go buy your games? All right, let me know.